The environment is in us, not outside of us. The trees are our lungs, rivers our bloodstream. We are all interconnected, and what you do to the environment, ultimately you do to yourself. Today, the environment is facing serious threats. The dumping of used tires just adds up to the problems faced by the environment. The greatest threat to the environment is the belief that someone else will save it. The one thing that we can do is to avoid using new tires and instead use retreaded tires. Retreaded tires have the same life as a new tire. Retreading means taking a worn tire casing of good structural quality and putting it through a process which completely renews the tread of the tire and sometimes the sidewall rubber. The rebuilt tire is then subjected to a curing process where the new rubber is vulcanized to the casing and the tread pattern is formed. Now, let us introduce you to the company that has the expertise in manufacturing retreaded tires. Maddie Walker Private Limited Rewari is engaged in retreading of passenger cars' radial tires. It came into existence in July 2012. We have a state-of-the-art plant which is environment-friendly in its operations. The objective of the company is to produce highly cost-effective retreaded tires.
Maddie Walker found a process by which we are retreading the tires from bead to bead process, and through this process we are not only conserving the environment but we are ensuring that it is done in an aesthetic and a safe manner. These tires not only have safe but they are giving a lease of life which is almost same or more than the life of an original tire.
We at Maddie Walker have the technological expertise along with the skilled and experienced staff that make sure that the product is perfect and is in accordance to various parameters. It is the combined efforts of man and machine that sets us apart. Now let us take you on a tour of our retreading plant. The process starts with a visual initial inspection of the casing, which is done by the spreader machine. A quality retread begins with quality raw material. The single largest component, which is also the foundation for a retreaded tire, is the used tire or the casing. This is a preliminary inspection stage where we perform visual and hands-on inspection to check for all visible cuts or flaws on both the inside and the outside of the casing. The tire is rotated automatically and high-intensity light beams are focused on it. The purpose is to determine whether the casing is retreadable or not. Once we are satisfied with the retreadability of the casing, it goes through a nail hole detector, where it is inflated using high pressure and is checked for nail holes and leaks. If the casing is found to be okay, then the tire is sent for an X-ray. The next process is called chirography. In common parlance, this is like an X-ray. In this process, the casing is checked for any foreign material and road hazard damages. The casing is subjected to this process to measure anomalies in the structure and integrity of the casing. A visual of the anomalies determines the condition of the casing. A printout of the process is generated of the anomalies for checks and repairs. After chirography, the casing undergoes a process called buffing. In this process, the casing is inflated to its operational shape. The process eliminates the remains of the old worn tread from the crown of the casing and sidewalls automatically, with the help of rotary knives, and in the process, prepares the area for laying of the cushion rings. The buffing operation is used to size, shape and texturize the crown of the casing in preparation for the application of the new tread. The shearing of the rubber is sucked through a dust collector and thrown out into a container. After buffing the casing, the tire is loaded on a bead cleaning machine where buffers clean the beads as the casing is rotated. Any damaged material identified during the initial inspection is removed and repairs are made by applying tread gum or cushion gum, and in the process, the casing is returned to a useful life. Heat cure repairs result in increased adhesion and improved tear resistance. All holes, cuts and penetrations must be probed to determine the severity of the damage and to ensure that all foreign material has been removed. After that, cement is sprayed onto the tire casing from all sides, and then it is placed in a hot chamber to dry. This is called cementing. Cementing is done to ensure proper adhesion between the tread strips or sidewall strips and the casing. After repairing, an uncured bonding layer is applied onto the casing so that all skives are filled. It acts as a bonding agent and also provides better adhesion between the casing and the tread. The next step is called building. Building is the fitting of the new tread rubber on the casing by a strip winding machine with attention to precise detail. This extrusion is similar to a new tire construction and is strictly controlled for width and thickness for a proper fit of the casing and tread in the mold. The process is computer controlled. Once the strip on the crown is applied, the tire is placed on a veneer applicator and rubber strips are applied to the sidewall portions manually, and then pressure is applied using special rollers for better adhesion. After building, the tire goes for the curing process. The curing chamber is called a press that applies heat and pressure for a specified time. The press provides tighter uniformity and allows for more complex and deeper tread designs and results in a brand new appearance. After curing, the retreads are given a final hands-on inspection to ensure that our quality specifications are met. Once the tire is cured, it goes for trimming and balancing. The crown, sidewall, beads and inside of the tire are checked by us to ensure that the new retreaded tire meets with our quality specifications. It is a process by which a retreaded tire is made ready and fit for shipment by being wrapped in polyethylene. This is done by the shrink wrap machine. It is a process where a single or a set of 2 tires are shrink wrapped by transparent polyethylene film, which is a protective packaging. Our retreaded tires are then marketed by the brand name of Bolt, and our stupendous distribution channel helps us in reaching out to the maximum number of customers across the country. Considering the above facts, Maddie Walker Private Limited has come up with the initiative of manufacturing retreaded tires. It has vowed to save the environment as well as your money. Now it is your turn to be a part of this drive, and you can do this by preferring retreaded tires to new ones. Retreaded tires, saving the environment and helping pockets.